Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a closer look at Novo Nordisk, one of the most influential names in the global pharmaceutical industry, widely recognized for its innovative work in diabetes and obesity treatment. In this market update, we'll break down how some of the biggest institutional investors have adjusted their stakes, what the latest earnings report tells us about the company's performance, and how current analyst ratings could shape investor sentiment moving forward. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear picture of Novo Nordisk's latest market position and the factors influencing its stock movement. Let's get started. This content is for informational purposes only and is not intended as financial advice. Always do your own research or consult a financial advisor before investing. Institutional stake changes and market overview. During the first quarter of the year, Blair, William & Co. IL decided to reduce its position in Novo Nordisk by 23.4%. This was done by selling 14,954 shares, leaving the firm with 49,019 shares at the end of the reporting period. At the time of filing, this holding was valued at roughly $3.4 million. Such a significant reduction could be part of portfolio rebalancing, profit-taking, or shifting toward other opportunities. Other institutional investors, however, moved in the opposite direction by increasing their stakes. Revolve Wealth Partners LLC boosted its holdings by 8.7%, now owning 2,490 shares, valued at approximately $214,000. Bank of Nova Scotia made a sharp 62.5% increase in its position, raising its total to 12,650 shares, worth about $1.09 million. Centerbook Partners LP grew its stake by 45.9%, ending with 5,557 shares valued at nearly $478,000. Phoenix Financial Limited expanded its holdings by 37.5% to 19,140 shares, now worth around $1.65 million. Scotia Capital Inc. made a smaller but steady increase of 2.1%, reaching 285,791 shares valued at roughly $24.6 million. In total, approximately 11.54% of Novo Nordisk's outstanding shares are currently owned by hedge funds and other institutional investors. Institutional ownership at this level can be seen as a sign of market confidence, but it also means that large trades by these entities can impact the stock price more noticeably. Stock performance snapshot. Last Friday, Novo Nordisk shares saw a 4.7% rise, closing at $51.06. Which is $2.30 higher than the previous trading session. Trading volume stood at 23.31 million shares, just slightly below its average daily volume of 23.92 million. With this recent move, the company's market capitalization now sits around $228 billion, placing it among the top players in the healthcare sector globally. Looking at key valuation metrics. P/E ratio, 14.03, indicating investors are paying about $14 for every $1 in earnings. P/EG ratio, 1.47, suggesting moderate growth expectations relative to its valuation. Beta, 0.63, lower volatility than the broader market, meaning the stock typically experiences smaller price swings. Over the past 12 months, Novo Nordisk's share price has fluctuated between $45.05 and $139.74, showing both periods of strong upward momentum and corrective pullbacks. On the balance sheet side, the company maintains a debt-to-equity ratio of 0.52, a current ratio of 0.78, and a quick ratio of 0.56. Indicators that it has manageable debt but relatively tight short-term liquidity. The stock's 50-day moving average is $67.14, while the 200-day average sits at $71.60, reflecting a recent downward shift in trend. Earnings highlights. Novo Nordisk's latest quarterly results, released on August 6th, show earnings per share (EPS) of 97 cents. This exceeded market expectations, which were set at 93 cents, giving the company a beat of 4 cents. Quarterly revenue came in at $11.69 billion. While some analyst estimates projected slightly higher revenue, differences in calculation methods may explain the gap. The company's return on equity was an impressive 78.64%, which is well above industry averages and reflects strong efficiency in generating profits from shareholder capital. Novo Nordisk also maintained a net margin of 35.60%, demonstrating its ability to retain a significant portion of its revenue as profit. For the full fiscal year, analysts are projecting an EPS of around $3.84, indicating expectations of continued stability and growth. Dividend update. Recently, Novo Nordisk's board declared a semi-annual dividend of $0.4119 per share. The record date for this payout is set for August 18th, and payments will be made on August 26th. Based on the current share price, this represents a dividend yield of approximately 2.40%. With a payout ratio of 45.05%, the company is distributing less than half of its earnings to shareholders, keeping the remainder for reinvestment into research, development, and market expansion. This balance between rewarding investors and reinvesting in growth is often viewed positively in the long term. Analyst ratings, mixed opinions. Market analysts remain divided on Novo Nordisk's near-term prospects. UBS Group recently downgraded the stock from buy to neutral Tuesday. BMO Capital Markets reaffirmed its market perform rating but lowered the price target from $105 to $64 April 17. Barclays maintained an equal weight rating July 30. HSBC shifted from strong buy to hold July 31. DBS Bank issued a sell rating April 25. In total, there are 2 sell ratings, 10 hold ratings, and 2 buy ratings, with the average target price sitting at $93.67, according to MarketBeat.com. This distribution of ratings reflects uncertainty, as some analysts see potential upside, while others believe the stock may face headwinds in the near term. Company overview. Novo Nordisk, headquartered in Denmark, operates as a global pharmaceutical leader with a strong focus on diabetes and obesity care, as well as treatments for rare diseases. Its operations are divided into 2 main segments: diabetes and obesity care, offering a broad range of treatments for managing diabetes, obesity, and related chronic conditions; rare disease, providing specialized therapies for rare blood disorders, hormonal deficiencies, and other niche medical conditions. The company's reputation is built on decades of research, innovation, and a commitment to improving patient outcomes worldwide. With a combination of strong financial performance, a diverse product pipeline, and global reach, Novo Nordisk remains a key player to watch in the healthcare and biotech sectors. Thank you for watching. If you value thoughtful, data-driven market analysis, be sure to subscribe and follow along for more strategic insights. Have a company or sector you'd like us to explore next? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay informed, think long-term, and invest with purpose.